Hello everyone, it's me, and guess what? We're doing another review. That's right, and again it's a game review, because I haven't watched any films in about 5 months, any proper films all the way through. Not even joking, about 5 months. I hardly watch any TV, just computer. In fact, I think the last film I watched was the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I'm not reviewing that. You cannot make me, I will not review it. I'm not reviewing it. Anyway, unless maybe I get paid loads of money on Steam or something. But that is the only thing that will get me to review it. Now, the thing I will be reviewing though today is a video game that I play a ridiculous amount of. Now, if I've already done this review, though I checked my videos and I don't think I have. So it wouldn't be the first time I've talked about something several times over. So, the game I'm going to be reviewing is a game by Valve, a company that has also created the Portal series and several other series as well. I forget most of them. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, I guess, but still. But yeah, the one I'm going to be reviewing today is TF2, a game that you can get free on Steam and is very popular with most people. Now, it didn't always used to be free, though also when you get the free version you have to, like, if you want to trade or get like loads of hats, you have to buy at least one item. Doesn't have to be expensive, just at least one item though on the Steam shop. Now, this is much cheaper than buying the game, but it's a bit weird. I mean, I understand that, yeah. I mean, free normally, if you're giving something out for free, then okay. But it's sort of like a trial content, or half content. You get my point. Still, it's a bit annoying. It's cooler, much better than having to buy the entire game, but it's a bit, yeah, what the hell. Either way, TF2 is very interesting. In its own aspects, it's practically just, you know, first-person shooter or whatever. But it has a lot more depth to it, and though a lot of people would be like, hats, that is TF2 in a nutshell. Hats! Yeah, I get it. The community uses quite a lot of money, and they have their own like trade servers for hats, stuff that you wear on your head. Also special weapons that look different and weird and such. Misc items that are not things you wear on your head, but you know, just like clothes or like a robin that sits on your shoulders or something like that. Like the Red Army robin that I have for my heavy, which looks kind of cool. But yeah, loads of stuff that you can wear, and there are now ridiculous amounts of stuff thanks to Steam finally looking out to the community and what they've made and mods and so on, and actually adding them as stuff that you can find for your characters, which I think is awesome. Either way though, TF2 has evolved greatly, and I have got to say that I love it so much. Though there are a load of classes in the game that are very, very weak compared to all the rest, if you ask me. And also some are just underpowered or some are overpowered. These are my views on the classes. Now, this is with default weapons, default hats, miscs, whatever. So this is what I think, personally. First off, let's start with... Actually, I'm going to quickly pull up something on Google so that I can remember all of the classes, because like, I'm going to actually try and do it in order. Alright, let's have a look here. Oh god. I hope my brother isn't coming. Anyway. Okay, the first one is going to be the Scout. Now, personally the Scout with the scattergun, and I think he uses an iron baseball bat as well, yeah, and he also uses as a pistol, I believe. He is not the best, though if you're good with a class that's extremely fast, he's pretty damn good. Especially if you use him right, because he's basically like vroom, 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 And you can even just hit like a heavy around in circles as he's trying to shoot you, and just kill him easily. A heavy, one of the what you would think is the strongest class in the game, which they kind of show a lot in the meet the scout thing, like him just using his baseball bat, annoying him, so on, and eventually actually killing a heavy. Though stereotypically a heavy would just kill a scout in most game modes pretty easy. You get the point there. So the scout can be good on several different maps, including High Tower and 2 Fort. These are just two places when I play the scout that are perfect for me, especially 2 Fort, where you can basically just jump across to the other person's team on where the snipers would normally shoot, and as long as you sort of zigzag a little bit or jump a couple times before you actually do the jumps over to the thing, you can basically just kill all the snipers on both, on either side, yeah, whatever side you're on, and then just get into the enemy base easy, as long as there isn't any like strong like amount of people in one area, or as long as there's no like sentries. I hate sentries. We'll get into that in a minute though. Still, he is, in my own opinion, very like, he hasn't got very good weapons, and he's pretty lame. He isn't horrible of a class to play as, but I wish there were more weapons and stuff that you could give the scout that would make him much more powerful. I mean, there are some things like Mad Milk, Fan of War, Force of Nature, Soda Popper that do help quite a bit, but it's still undermined. That's the word. Anyway, next one is the Soldier. Now, the Soldier, in my opinion, is extremely overpowered, especially seeing as most pyros that could maybe actually kill a soldier if they played enough TF2, most of them don't even know that they could just use an air blast most of the time to shoot their rockets back at them and practically kill them. Still, they are pretty overpowered. They're quite fast. They're not too fast. They're like heavy sort of, like, sorry, they're a big class, if you know what I mean. They're not gonna really run really fast, but they're decently speed. And they fire rockets. I'm not sure what the normal amount in a rocket launcher is in the game. I think it might be 3 or 4 shot. I think it's 3. I'm not sure. Might be 4. But yeah. Either way, you can kill a heavy if you use the soldier right in about 3 to 4 shots ish. Most of the time, as long as they're not being healed. And that's basically a whole clip, just do heavy dead. It annoys me. Also, there are a lot of weapons that are seriously overpowered. Off the top of my head, the buff banner, whatever, that can be seriously overpowered if you use it right. I mean, most of the time it's not, but that's not the point. That's my sort of itch. But yeah, there was another weapon, I forget what it's called now. It's part of the dumpster diver set thing, where basically you just keep reloading and then but the amount of overpoweredness this is ridiculous. I've taken out sentries with this, with just like reload, and then dead. And heavies as well. It's much faster when you come to firing, and does a hell of a lot more damage. It is ridiculous. Though it's not accurate, it's also better that it spreads, because then if there's some enemy like behind them or something and they try to dodge it, it's hard to tell where the missile's going to go. It's not like a straight missile where you can think, oh, this enemy's shooting this way, it's going to go this way. Nope. It's seriously overpowered, and I would definitely nerf it at some point. I think it might have already been nerfed, but nerf it more. Bloody hell. Anyway, the next one, and this is only for people that have basically a good mouse and that haven't got laggy computers, and basically just got good accuracy altogether, is the I'm talking about weapons. I'm still in the soldier thing. The direct hit. Now, the direct hit is one of my favourite weapons because I'm really good at it, seeing as my computer runs pretty damn well with TF2 for some bizarre reason. And yeah, it's kind of weird. all you have to do is really just shoot someone with it, and if you can actually hit near enough vicinity, because it has a minus to blast radius, of course it will as a sort of snipery sort of rocket launcher. Yeah, I like it. It's not too overpowered, it's not too bad, but bloody hair, this is why I like wearing my hat. We're wearing the hat again. I need to find a hat that I would wear normally, not this one, I don't think, maybe, don't know. Still though. So, in all opinions, the soldier is a little bit overpowered and could definitely be nerfed a little bit in some areas. Especially also with the equalizer. But anyway, carrying on. The next class, and this is remember in order of what, well, apparently what order was Google's telling me. Anyway, the next one is the Pyro. Now, the Pyro is a sort of what I call a melee-ish class. It has got short-range weapons that, well, short to slash medium-range weapons. I guess the flamethrower could be long and medium-ish. And also the shotgun, maybe. You get the point. It's basically up close and personal sort of thing. Where he uses the fire axe, the flamethrower, and I also believe, yeah, he uses a shotgun. I'm trying to remember this all the top of my head. I'm not even looking at pictures for this. Sorry, light picture in my back. But yeah, as long as you get to your enemy, he can be overpowered a little bit. I'm sorry if people disagree. It's like, I keep dying as a part. Yeah, seriously, just shush for a second. He's the spy's worst enemy. He is. If you can hit someone with a flamethrower, they're practically dead. I mean, as long as you're there, like, hitting them for at least 5 seconds, they're pretty much dead, even if they get away from that after those 5 seconds. Because the amount of damage you'll do is ridiculous. You know, I get it, it's flames, and also there is a sort of flame thing that if you're still on fire, you lose, like, I think it's 10 health or something for, like, each second. Might be 5 or 10 health. But, wow, is it effective. Now, Pyro isn't great, though it's definitely, and it is portrayed very well in the Pyro thing, it is portrayed as a scary class. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean, you'll be running away from it. Seriously, you'll be running away and firing from far away, like trying to get away from it. But it's also got decent speed. It hasn't got great, again, because it's another class, it's a little bit, yeah. But you will not go up close and personal with this thing. It is, my god, if up close and personal, it is a god. I have played the Pyro on a server once that was filled with people and made about half the freaking server rage quit because of how well I once played a Pyro. It's just wow. Next one, the Demo Man. Now, the Demo Man is not bad, again, as long as you have a decent aim, though I can't seem to play it that well. Sometimes I can play it decently, but yeah. Also my friend Louis loves the Demo Man, but still. He's a little bit, he's a little bit underpowered. Not by much, he's not like a horrible class of players, but there are a lot of bad things about the Demo Man. One of them first being that, why place a sticky when you can have a sentry? If you don't know what I mean by this, it's that, yes, a sticky is more likely to sometimes kill an enemy due to damage and otherwise, as long as you place enough of them. But, if you're trying to, like, coax someone into a sticky or otherwise, it's not that good. Also, for another thing, I still don't get why the melee weapon's a bottle. And the other thing is also why, I mean I get it, he's a drunk, but for fuck's sake, so, and why is the ordinary primary weapon, I forget what the name of it, just grenade launcher, I don't think it's called that, but it's what it is. That thing is so underpowered, to me, that it is unbelievable. But it does damage, I mean you can kill a heavy if you can hit it with it, but it's basically chance. The Demo Man is a huge chance class. you've got to hope that your drunk shooting will actually fucking hit anything. I mean, I know that's even more showing that how drunk the fucking Cyclops bastard is. But, my god, it's like... Please hit something! Yeah, just... Wow. So that's me personally, okay? Remember, these are classes that I've played in this... Yeah. I've been playing for a good long time now, but still. Next one is the Heavy. Now, the Heavy, in my opinion, unless you have a medic with you, but otherwise, the Heavy is a little bit underpowered. Now, if you wonder what I mean by this, what I mean is, it's a lot like the Pyro, but in some aspects worse. I mean, yes, it can do a lot of damage, I mean a fuck ton of damage, but it feels like it also does less damage than the Pyro up close. But at long range, no. I mean, if you want a more medium range class, then alright, the Heavy's pretty decent, but it's pretty much just the huge spray weapon. Anyway, the Heavy uses a what I think is a Russian minigun. He also uses a shotgun, and then his fists. Okay. He's also a Russian. I'm not sure who the voice actor is, but he sounds awesome. And most Russians, to me, are awesome anyway. Especially since when I talk to my friends about Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, most of the time, the person that I portray as my favourite character is Nikolai, and not just because he's Russian, but because of, well, I'm not even sure if this is funny. No, yeah, okay, it sort of is. Yeah, sorry. It doesn't even really show off the, yeah. So it's like, Nikolai. So I'm really tired. I'm getting tired really quick. Still though, Nikolai is a drunk guy. In fact, I might be turning into a drunk guy right now because I feel weird. It's like whenever I talk about someone, I slowly turn into them. No, James, stay away. Now, Nikolai is awesome, not just because he is Russian, but because of his obsession with vodka that makes him a very interesting and very funny character. Now, anyway, the Heavy, though a very interesting character, and I don't know what it is with Russians, they're always funny. They've got like a funny sort of way of expressing the world. It's amazing just to see how they sort of think of it. It's sort of like an angry yet happy sort of attitude. I know not all Russians are like this, but most of them that I've seen portrayed in media are, and it is, wow. Anyway, the Heavy though being underpowered in my opinion, mainly because a sniper could easily take you out, a spy, even a medic if you actually play it right could take you out. I've taken out Heavies easily as a fucking medic. And as a Heavy, I think the Heavy should have a lot more health. I know some people might disagree and say, no, the Heavy's already got too much health, or no, this, that. No, seriously, I think the Heavy needs a bit more health, definitely more ammo. I mean, this is a minigun, you're going to need to bring much more ammo. You know, it looks like a lot, but you just waste it way too quickly. And it should be a tanking class. You know, I understand that a spy and a sniper can still take it out in basically one hit. Like backstab when I say hit with a spy, but you know, and headshots with the sniper. I mean, I don't even think it actually always kills the Heavy with a headshot to the thing. But, yeah, I could definitely need some buffering up. This is just personally. Anyway, the next one, the NG. Now, the NG personally is the most overpowered class. Now, it's not good with mobility, seeing as the only thing that's overpowered by it is the Sentry, But on 2-4, if you place a sentry in the intelligence room, you've pretty much got the perfect defense. Your enemies will not be able to steal the intelligence. Doesn't matter. If you have the whole team, every single one of them, as an NG, in that one room with a sentry, no spy is gonna be able to steal your shit. I'm not joking. Every single team member, if they're an NG, they pretty much have won the game. Okay, all of them are an NG and one scout, and you're going to win every single match. Not even joking here. It's not like if you did all scout, you'd lose a couple times. Maybe you'll get the intelligence, but you just keep dropping it, and so on. But no, NGs are just so overpowered. I get it though. They're a station. They stay in one area. They're stationary defense. They're basically a wall. But it's still overpowered. It is seriously overpowered. The sentry gun is wow. I mean, you can upgrade it so it shoots rockets that are about the same strength, or same strength as the soldiers, and 2 rotating miniguns on the sides. And the second, Mark what the Mark 1 is sort of just like a shell launcher, like poof, 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 poof. Sort of like one of those battlefield boats or something. But yeah, the Mark 2 also has 2 miniguns, and the Mark 3 has 2 miniguns and rocket launchers. See, it is a bit overpowered. Also, the shotgun that the guy is given is a bit... It's like the heavy and the pyro shotgun. I think they're all the same. It's a bit... yeah, not great, but you can take out a lot of enemies if you use it right. Also, the Thompson, no ammo is required for it, and there's no bad things about it. The point on TF2 that you have a weapon has something good about it is that there's something bad about it. There is nothing bad about the Thompson. There is no ammo requirement, and there's nothing. It doesn't even. There's nothing in there that says there's something bad about it. It is overpowered. Some people might disagree, maybe because they think that one of them shoots a bit faster. Might feel like it, but it doesn't say there is. So the Thompson, overpowered. Don't care what people say, it is overpowered, especially when you can take out snipers from long range with a fucking, which is what is meant to be a shotgun weapon. But because you can sort of see where the thing goes and you can sort of aim for where you want to shoot yeah, it's overpowered, just saying. Seriously, the engine needs some buffering down, just personally. At least the sentry, and especially the Thompson though, I guess, but you know. Next one, the medic. Now the medic is useful for the rest of your team as long as they're not all shouting medic, or especially if they don't actually fucking need the medic and they're just asking for it because they're little whiny shites. But the medic is decent. You wouldn't think that a healing class, something that should be practically weak, is actually not bad. I mean, seriously, I've just walked around with the Crusader's crossbow, which used to be even more overpowered than it is sort of thing. I love using that thing because I actually found out ways of finding spies with it. Like, you can... Sorry, let me put my headset back on. With the Crusader's crossbow, you can just sort of shoot your friends and they get healed. It's just like healing, which you can't do with any other weapons, I don't think. Which is makes it a bit overpowered in its own aspect, that you could just use it against a spy that is disguised as a friend, and you could kill them in that respect. Think how that works.
it's a bit, yeah. Either way though, the medic is not overpowered, it's actually perfect. It's sort of like the mercenary class of it. It's not brilliant, it's not overpowered, it's not underpowered. The medic, in its own respect, to me, is one of the most perfectly balanced characters in the entire of TF2. People might disagree, but to me, it is. Next class. Oh, God, this has been a long video. But it's because I'm doing it like this, so screw off. The Sniper. Now, this is the most server-hating class due to the amount of people that hate the Sniper, especially on MVM, which is Man vs Machine, if you didn't know what that meant. Which, let's just get the bloody game, I'm not going to talk about that, I'm talking about the one sort of game mode sort of thing. Which some people hate because it's only fun, because it's like, ooh, I got a headshot. Look, I know what people think about the Sniper, but I love the Sniper. And people keep forgetting that the game's meant to be there to have fun. It's not about always helping the team, though it is good to help the team. It's not always about that, and you should have fun when killing your enemies. Especially seeing as there's no ranking system, there's no, ooh, you've got corporal or something. No, there's nothing like that. You just have your weapons and you fight. There's no experience, there's just you fighting and getting good kills for it. Anyway, what? But yeah, I don't know, I might actually say more about the Sniper. Can be overpowered if you play it right, especially with the Huntsman. The Huntsman is a medium-ranged version. The only medium-ranged weapon I can think of. I mean, I guess maybe his machine gun could be seen as a medium weapon, but meh. The Huntsman with the Sniper, if you play it right, you can basically just headshot all of your enemies. Though the bow doesn't go not always the same areas you want it to, if you use it right, you can just basically take out anyone. It's like, ooh, hello heavy, headshot. Ooh, hello scout, headshot. Soldier, spy, pyro, and so on. Still, though I think the Huntsman should definitely get degraded down a little bit, the Sniper isn't too bad. I don't think it really needs an update or anything. Anyway, the last class, and what I think is the most underpowered class, is the Spy. Now, if you play enough TF2, you are shit scared of the Spy. Not because you basically you know that you'll be able to kill one, but you know, or something. It's only because you're scared you're going to get backstabbed, especially if you're playing a slow class like the Heavy. If you're playing the Heavy, you're going to be so totally shit scared of the Spy. It is unbelievable. Same goes for the Sniper, which is why they made the Razorback, which also for the Sniper is a bit overpowered, but continuing on. The Spy is got horrible. It dies so easily. It's not funny. I mean, I know it's not meant to be a heavy sort of class, but my God. And the revolver it uses is underpowered. I seriously think the revolver needs some tuning up a little bit. And the only good thing about the Spy, apart from that you can get to other people's bases, basically without them seeing, sometimes if they're not paranoid. But the only good thing about the Spy is that you can backstab most enemies as long as like a sniper's not wearing a Razorback. You can backstab most enemies and kill them in one hit. That's really fucking useful. I mean, think about it. It's like, ooh, an enemy, backstab, 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 bloody backstab. It's amazing. Just how he, wow. Still, carrying on from that, yeah. Right, so it goes from most underpowered to most overpowered. Let's start off. So first is the spy for most underpowered. Then I would have to choose the scout, then the heavy, then the demo man, then the medic, then I've run out. What I've forgotten what order I was going in. Then the sniper, then the pyro, then the NG, and then last the most overpowered class. If you ask me, though I think I might have said the most overpowered one was NG. No, but the last one actually, nah, fuck it, yeah. The most overpowered one is the soldier. Just personally. Still, that's my take on TF2, and this is, in a lot of ways, been a special video. I mean, it's 30 fucking minutes long. You better take it as a special video, a special review. Still, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall be making more videos. And as you've seen, I've actually been uploading quite a lot lately, which is surprising, especially for me. Still, so I have school tomorrow, which is annoying. I've had like 2 weeks off and just sort of binged out on cola and fuck tons of other stuff. But it's finally school. Still, I hope that I can see all you lot, and please, oh fucking god, for me doing a long video like this and actually like getting off my arse, as it were, to do something like this. Like, favourite and subscribe, give me comments, anything really, some feedback on how I'm doing, I would love that. Still, I hope to see you, all my fans, in later years. And yeah, this has been a review. Oh yeah, I must have got, what do I give this rating, TF2 rating? About an 8 out of 10. I really fucking like the game. 8 out of 10. Good style, isn't too overpowered, and it isn't the sort of Call of Duty like knockoff. It's really good. I love how they've sort of based it and like mixed it up. So yeah, 8 out of 10. If you have any different ratings yourself, please put them in the description, and thank you for watching my video. Good day to you, sirs. Good day.